Good morning, children. Welcome back with the next new session. So, in this session, we are going to discuss the question and answers part from the lesson number 9, Government, from 6th standard textbook. So, here I can see there are 12 question and answers from this lesson. So, I'll be reading the question and answers one by one, and I'll let you know the meaning of these questions as well. Okay, so let's begin with the first question. First question: write the differences between parliamentary and presidential democracy. Write the differences between parliamentary and the presidential democracy. So children, in the lesson I told, in the last session only, I have told very clearly about the parliament and the presidential democracy, what it is. That means in indirect elections we have two kind of democracies, that is parliamentary democracies and presidential democracies. So what it says is, it explains the relationship between the legislative and executive. It explains the relationship between the legislative and executive. Okay, so this is what you have to write the difference about this answer. Then comes the second question: what is a government? What are the different types of government? What is a government? So you have to write what government is. Government is a body that that takes care or looks after for the development of the country as well as the people who are living in the country or state or the local body. Okay, so when they are asked about the types of government, you can write there are three types of government. Okay, they are central government, state government and local government. You can also explain these governments one by one. Okay, within 2 line of explanation you can write these government types also, then with the examples also if you can write them. Okay, so this is the second question and answer. Let's go to the third question. Write any 4 activities organized by the government in our times. Write any 4 activities organized by the government in our times. So this answer can be written in your own words. Whatever you have, whatever you see surrounding, surrounding your house or surrounding your surrounding your school, whatever you see government activities, maybe laying of roads. Okay, building of government hospitals, building of government schools. Okay, or maybe making infrastructures. That means bridges and dams, any kind of all these activities. If you find anything, you can write about them. Okay, so they are asking about the 4 activities, any 4 activities of your choice. Okay, so even this answer can be written in your words. Then fourth question: is it possible to include the opinions of all the participants in taking a decision? Discuss with more examples. Is it possible to include the opinion of all the participants? Now, yesterday in the last class I have told that when a decision comes, it is like that everyone participates in the decision making. If a person or if any a person asks for the clarity also, they have to clear the doubts also. So it's not just like an raising the doubt, they have to clear the doubts, whatever the decisions or whatever the problems are being raised. Okay, then here participation may not be by everyone, but whoever asks, they have to clear them. Okay, so that means indirectly everyone gets participated in the meetings. Okay, then you can write any examples of budget sessions. You can write examples of any bill that is being passed in the parliament. Okay, then next, fifth question: how would your school function if it was run by all the students and teachers together? Would you want everyone to participate in taking decisions, or would you like to elect representatives? Give examples. So what they are asking is, they are asking what is what is going to happen if the school is run by the students as well as the teachers. That means no administration. That means administration means there is no principal, there is no vice principal, there will be no what is that, no account section, nothing like that. Okay, it is completely, if it is run by the teachers and the students, so what kind of a school will it be? Okay, if it is yes. Okay, so what they are asking is, how will be the decisions taking? That means will teachers take the decision, or the students will take the decision, or both will take the decision? So what kind of decisions and who will take the decisions? Then next one is, or would you like to elect a representative? No, we cannot look after the school. There should be one person who should look after all these things, like the principal sir, who is the person who is looking after the school for all the problems, for all the administration work. Or do you want such kind of a school administrative? So they are asking like that. So it's of your choice what you want. So whatever you choose, you have to give the best example and explain it very clearly. So even this answer can be written in your own words. Okay, then sixth question: do you think the decision making in your school is democratic? Does everyone has a say in it? So what do you say? Decision making in your school, is democratic. What is democratic? I told democratic means we can choose our own elected representative, is known as democratic. So is everyone given equal chance in participating? Is everyone given a chance to give the decision? Okay, so if it is yes, explain with the example. Does everyone has a say in it? Is everyone was led to participate in this decision making or not? Okay, you can write about this in your own words again. Then seventh question. Satvik's father consulted all the members of his family on setting up a shop by everyone, but everyone had a different opinion. Finally, he decided to set up the shop. Do you think he was democratic? So what is happening is Satvik's father wanted to set up a shop. That means he wanted to put a shop. But what his other family members are saying, they have a different opinion. So they don't want like shop to be set up in that way what Satvik's father want. Like Satvik's father has separate opinion, but their family members have some other ideas and opinions. So what finally has happened is he decided to set up the shop. Do you think this was a democratic? So what has their family has some kind of a decision. So without listening to their family members, finally what Satvik's father has decided previously, so he has done the same thing. So he has put up the shop with his own ideas and opinions. Do you think this is democratic? Definitely no, it is not a democratic, because democratic is a situation where everyone gets participated, everyone gets a chance to elect their representative when in times of elections. Okay, that means everyone's decisions has to be considered and then only the decision will be taken. Okay, so this is what a democratic says. That is the reason why India is a democratic country. India has a democratic kind of a government. Okay, so definitely no, it is not a democratic. It is not a democratic system. Okay, then eighth question. Padma's mother asked all children where they would like to go on Sunday. 2 children wanted to go to watch a film and 3 wanted to go to the park. If you were in Padma's place, what decisions would you take? Give examples. So Padma's children, okay, so Padma's mother, so Padma is a girl whose mother asked all their children where they wanted to go. So like 2 children told that they wanted to go to watch a film, and the 3 other, they have told that they wanted to go to the park. Now whose decision is going to be followed? That means whose decisions is going to be considered? So what do you think? The answer should be they will be taken to the park only, because here what is happening, the majority is of 3 members who wants to go to the park, but here the people who wants to go to the movie are 2 members. So where is the majority? People of 3 members have a majority, so that finally will be decided, so that these children will be going to the park. So you can write this with your own words, and even you can give the reason in brief. Okay, then ninth one is a bit children. Okay, it's just a like choose the correct answer. See, the place of origin of a democracy, the place of origin of democracy. So they are asking where did this democracy start? Okay, so the 4 options are given: China, India, Greece or Rome. China, India, Greece or Rome. So what is the correct answer? You have to write it. Okay, then 10th question. Who has the right to make decisions in a direct democracy? Who has the right to make decisions in in a direct democracy? Even this is a choose the correct answer. Here again 4 options are given. First option men, second option women, third is representative, and D all the eligible voters. So who can take the decisions? You can choose among all these 4 options. Then 11th one, even this is also a multiple choice. In India, all the people above dash years of age enjoy universal adult franchise. In India, of all the people above dash years of age enjoy universal adult franchise. So here options are given like 18 years, 21 years, 20 years and 19 years. So what you have to write is among these, the latest age what the government has declared, you have to write that one. Okay, so here 4 options are given. You have to choose the best one, and you have to write the right answer. Okay, then the last question from this lesson is question number 12. Every state and union territory in India has a capital city. This is the headquarters of the state government. Point out the following state capitals. Which of the headquarters of the state government concerned in the next page given in the map? So children, so what they have given is, they are saying that there is a, like every state has its capital, isn't it? So every state has its capital, and in the capital city there is a state government. Okay, the state government is set up. So what they wanted to do is they have given a India political map here. So they have asking some places, and these places have to be pointed out, or that means you have to locate them along with their capitals. Okay, so the places are like Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, West Bengal, Telangana, Ladakh, Punjab, Kerala, Arunachal Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand, Gujarat and Orissa. So all these 16 places are given. So you have to mark these places in the map of India. Okay, so you can do this activity in your CW itself, mentioning the question number 12, write the question and write these places first, write the list of these names, and then take a small map like this, or you can take a map of whatever is available with you. Okay, just paste the map on the new page. Okay, paste the map on the new page and then locate these places. Okay, so children, by this we have finished all these 12 question and answers from the lesson number 9, government, from 6th standard textbook. I hope you all understood the questions and the meaning of all these questions. Okay, so we'll meet up in the next upcoming section with the next new lesson. Okay, till then, bye children. Thank you. Have a nice day.